Welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you a technique called burnishing. A little while ago I put this card on my blog for the blog tour for Control Freaks. I had many people ask me what technique this was and how to do it. And this is the technique called burnishing. And I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing you need is a piece of neutrals cardstock, and I'm using Whisper White. You could use any neutral that you want as long as it's a fairly light color. And I'm going to use basic brown for my stamping because if you end up using the yellow to burnish, any yellow color will dissolve some of the other inks, and then you'd end up with a very smeary mess. So you want to stick to something like Whisper or like basic black or basic brown or basic gray. And I'm inking up my flower from Wash with Flowers, and I'm going to stamp it on my Whisper White a few times and add some other flowers. Now, once I get a lot of flowers stamped on there, I'm not going to stamp a whole bunch. I would go ahead and mask the other ones off so that when I add my stems, I can do that without putting a line through the stamps that I've already done, or the flowers that I've already done. So I would mask off the other flowers and the leaves and whatnot when you're ready to put your stems on. So I've stamped and I've stamped, and I'm really tired, so let's have some M&Ms. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm ready for burnishing because through the magic of television, ta-da! I have this one already done. And so I'm going to start with my rose red ink. And I'm using the colors from the Sweet Pea pattern paper that was in the Occasions Mini and no longer available, alas. And I'm going to start using with a sponge dauber, and as you can see, these are cute little things. They fit right on the end of your fingers, keep your fingertips clean. And I'm going to start in the center of a flower, and I'm just going to gently rub this in a circular motion to give myself that really nice glow. And you're not going to stay in the lines when you do this because obviously this is not kindergarten. And it really doesn't matter if you go over the lines a little bit. You are just trying to get the color in the right places. I'm going to switch colors. I'm going with Regal Rose. And I'll do these flowers. And it makes such an enchanting little squeaky sound. If you've got a sensitive hearing and this sort of noise bothers you, well then I guess you need to wear some earplugs. And you might not want to do it when you're recovering from a night with your friends and feeling a little delicate. That might just kind of set your teeth on edge. But I'm not feeling that way, and chocolate usually doesn't get me in that state, so I'm going to proceed onward. Now I'm using pumpkin pie, and I'm going to do these flowers here. A little deeper. This is one of those things that less is not more. The more color you have on there, usually the better it looks. Then I will proceed and put some old olive on my leaves. You don't have to bother to do the stems. So, little leaves there and there. Okay, now I'm going to put the background in, and I've chosen to do this with So Saffron. Already looking very pretty. I like to put color all over. You could leave it this way, I suppose, and it would be very pretty that way, but I like to put color all over. So I'm going to do So Saffron, and I'm just going to go around all the parts that I've already inked and add this color. Alright, so that's already very pretty, but I want a little more contrast at the bottom between the leaves and the background, so I'm going to put in some chocolate chip. And I'm going to make it heavier at the bottom and gradually lighten it as it goes toward the top. Just by rubbing lighter up here than I do down at the bottom. Just so that it looks like you're looking into shadowy, shadowy shadows. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And that's a little dark there, so I need to deepen it here, there, and a little lighter there. And that looks very nice. You see how pretty that is? Gorgeous! Last thing I'm going to do is just go around the edge and give it a little bit of a dark edge. Just to help that pop a little bit. It's rare that I do not sponge or distress with ink the edges of my image pieces because I just think it adds a lot. Alright, and there you have it. That's a really pretty thing to put on the front of your card. And as you can see, I put that on the front of this card, and it is gorgeous. Gorgeous! Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a fun time burnishing, and keep your ink pads wet and your pants dry. Ta!